Up next on End of the Day Beer Review, we're going to be looking at Morticia by Barrier Brewing Company, and this is Oak Bourbon Barrel Spirals and Coffee Imperial Stout, brewed with milk sugar and conditioned on oak spirals and coffee, and it comes in at 10.1 ABV. Check it out. Hi everybody, it's Rich and welcome to End of the Day Beer Review, and today we are going to be looking at an offering by Barrier Brewing Company, and this is called Morticia. This is an Imperial Stout brewed with milk sugar and conditioned on oak spirals and coffee, and it actually says Oak Bourbon Barrel Spirals and Coffee, and it is 10.1% ABV. And it said, Morticia is the end. Keep cold and drink fresh. Anything else on the can? Brewed and canned by Barrier Brewing Company in Oceanside, New York. Oceanside's a few towns away from me, so this is a pretty local place. Let's crack this open. Let's see what we have. Now, 10% ABV. It's right around what I like. I'm using my trusty Guinness glass so you can see the pour. All right, let's see. And we are getting a very dark beer pouring right here. Jet black, not much of a head really. Little bit, but nothing major. Just a little tiny bit of head. That head is dark tan. And to give you an idea, there is a good amount of sort of coffee aroma and something else filling the bar as I open this. I'm not sure exactly what it is. So with that pour, we have dark beer. Actually a good amount of lacing on the glass and some serious legs. I'm not sure if the camera is picking up the way that's clinging to the glass, but it is significant. And let's check the nose. A lot of coffee. And I'm like, to me, it has a dark roast smell to it. There's also, I want to say there's some chocolate. There's some roastiness there, some coffee there. I'm getting chocolate, and I'm getting a sweetened type of chocolate. So with that, let's do the most important thing. Let's see how it tastes. Okay, so this is sweeter than I expected it to be. There's definitely a certain sweetness to it. A lot of roastiness there. Pronounced alcohol burn in the stomach already there, but it's not that you taste the alcohol when it goes down, because you don't. But there is that sort of burn in the stomach. The overwhelming, I guess the overwhelming flavor I'm getting is sort of that roastiness of the coffee and that dark coffee. But there is some sweetness that I'm assuming has to be sort of the milk, the milk sugar that went in there. That roastiness also, you know, it's almost like the flavor you get off of charcoal. So I wonder when they did this, the oak barrel spirals, I'm wondering if these were toasted barrels. I'm assuming they were, because you are getting that. Now, it's not, you know, like a barrel-aged stout at all. It's a good stout. It has a really interesting flavor profile to it. In fact, as you're drinking it, you're getting a lot of that roastiness in the mouth. The coffee flavor is right up front. There's a nice sweetness to it. Not like someone has added sugar to the coffee, but there's definitely like a sweetness that takes away some of the bitterness. So you get a roasty sort of coffee flavor, but you don't get that back end bitterness that you expect when you get like a dark coffee. The alcohol content hits quite nicely. It's very warming. You feel it in your throat a little bit. You feel it in your stomach, but it's not overwhelming. You're also not tasting the alcohol, which I really like, the fact that you're not tasting the alcohol a lot. I have to say, for a stout coming in at 10.1% ABV, this is very accessible and very easy drinking, quite honestly. This is what I'm going to pour the rest of the can and definitely finish off this evening. This is really nice. So again, that flavor profile, if you're really into sort of the roastiness of a stout mixed in with the coffee and a little hint of sweetness, Morticia is probably one you want to look for. Now, I think it's still available. I've seen it around here. The can art, by the way, is really, my light's sort of blowing it out, is really outstanding as well. Barrier always does have, you know, always has good can art. I have to give them credit. I've done a few of their beers on this channel, and the beers have generally been very good, but the can art has always been excellent, even if it's not a beer that I particularly love. This is one that I like a lot. A good flavor, a good alcohol content to it. This is one that you could sit back, you can sip, you can enjoy. Is it a daily drinker? I don't think it is. I think the alcohol content is just too high for that. And you know, quite frankly, I would rather have, for me, one that I can sit back and just sort of sip and enjoy, as opposed to one that I'm gonna try to crush like 3 or 4. I sort of like how the beer develops also as it warms up a little bit. And you know, the longer this is out of the can, I did leave it out for about 10 minutes before, on the bar before I started filming. The longer it's out, the more the flavor comes out, particularly that coffee. So yeah, this is a very, very nice stout. And I have to say, I recommend it. You know, if you see Morticia by Barrier Brewing Company, you should pick one up. I think they come in 4-packs. I could be wrong about that, but I remember this coming into the bar from James. And James, thank you. And it came in a 4-pack. And I held one back because I wanted to do the review. And I have to say, James told me it was going to be really good. And it is. It is really good. This is a nice, easy sipping beer that you can enjoy over the course of an evening. So if you're in New York, or if Barrier ships to you, I would definitely pick up a can of Morticia, give it a try, share it with your friends. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy the rest of this one tonight. Cheers.